Hey guys, it's Clay from Critic. With the recent release of Hotel Transylvania, the fourth in the franchise so far, I wanted to talk about the series as a whole. It's a colorful batch of films with a distinct visual style, some big names attached to it, and has got a pretty decent fan base. So how does a franchise go from this to, well, we'll get to that. Let's go through them. And don't forget to comment with your thoughts on these movies, and subscribe if you want to support the channel. Here we go. The first movie establishes its main concept early. It's a hotel for monsters run by Dracula, who parents his only daughter Mavis the same way he runs his hotel, with extreme strictness. As well as this is set up, the movie takes way too long to actually get going. 30 minutes in, the story was repeating itself to an obnoxious degree. Things do improve when the human character Johnny is introduced as the stereotypical Californian.
Sorry, man, I can't be without my backpack. You know, everything I own's in there.
It'll be right here.
Okay, I love my backpack.
Yeah, the story is still repetitive, but to my amazement, he wasn't pissing me off. I like Johnny in this movie. He never wavers in his casual outlook. Having someone as anal retentive as Dracula and this optimistic stoner spend time together is great contrast. Probably the only thing they have in common is that they should really stay out of the sun. Ginger joke. The animation style is both the biggest appeal and headache of this series. It features intentionally cut frames, so character movements are choppy and travel distances or positions much faster, and the effect is manic. The first movie thankfully uses it specifically for comedic sequences instead of spamming it like, "Whoa, we will see later." The animation style is solid, my only problem is the character designs. There's no detail, no inspiration. It's like they got someone off Craigslist to draw cute Dracula, or cute werewolf, or girl who wants to be goth but still skip the line at bars, and then they just stuck with the first drafts. The movie does offer some surprises. The fact that Dracula warms up to Johnny about halfway through, this genuinely touching scene about Dracula and his wife that uses visuals effectively for the mood. What is not surprising are the unfortunate tropes this movie has. No. No. Don't do it. No. Oh, God. Alright, this fucking guy. I'm gonna go with 6 out of 10. I think that's fair.
Brought you a bagel with your favorite cream cheese.
Holy rabies, thanks, Dad. Johnny, try some cream cheese. It's awesome.
Oh, cool, but I'm cream cheese intolerant, so...
So good. Hotel Transylvania 2 focuses on the child of Mavis and Johnny, which, wow, like, way to get on that quickly, dude. Nice job.
And got busy!
First off, I knew we were in trouble when the script offered the most contrived reason to break into a top 40 track.
If I show you I can bust a move, will you try to fly then?
It's like a checklist. Throughout this review, I'm going to criticize these movies for kind of using visual gags to distract from the plot because, I mean, let's be fair, none of these plots are really that good. But I would say in this movie, I minded it the least, because I laughed a lot in this movie. And I wouldn't say they're all stupid, some of them are quite clever, at least visually. I love everything with the zombies. They're basically dipshits. It's amazing. The absolute best part of the movie is when Dracula takes his friends and the child to vampire camp. It's one big social commentary, portraying the old school Dracula's frustration with the more modern, everybody wins, no one gets hurt, please don't sue us kind of attitude. So he takes the kid to the very top of this really tall and rickety tower and just throws him off, expecting him to figure it out and fly on the way down. I love that it doesn't cut to the kid. Just one hilarious, patient shot.
This is a tall tower.
That's why it's good. You should get him.
He's gonna fall to his death.
He's taking his time.
Truck!
I did that my first time.
While this part is consistently solid, for every great sequence there's another that could be deleted. God, they dropped the ball with Johnny's character. This time around, Johnny is what I expected him to be the first time, an annoying dunce. His only accomplishment in the film is winning second place for most pointless BMX action in a movie. Similar to the first film, they introduce antagonists way late, and they aren't funny. Their introduction also marks where the film falls apart. It's spinning its wheels, it loses some of the urgency it had before, and even when action scenes are happening, I've already lost interest. Oh god, another one? Yep, 5 out of 10. The plot of Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation is that Dracula is stressed and lonely. The beginning of this film is total insanity. I haven't seen characters introduced on a train this abruptly since Demon Slayer. Blobby continues to make me stupid laugh. Bob the dog is a worthless addition, Johnny has nothing to do once more, and the kid and his werewolf girlfriend are cute, except when I remember how fucking bizarre it is that a child has a werewolf as a girlfriend in this movie. Look, the movie starts rough, but once they leave the hotel, it gets better. I love the Bermuda Triangle setting. It's clever, it's pretty, and I almost wish the whole movie was set there instead. We also see the first reference I've ever seen on film to Ryanair.
Can I stow that for you, sir?
All right, thanks.
Erica, who serves as the love interest and villain, is introduced a bit later and is very enjoyable to watch as well. One detail I really like is that her posture changes based on whether she's acting nice or being her villainous self. When Dracula becomes interested in Erica, his friends push him towards actually hitting on her. And with this comes the first good joke that isn't visual.
Ask her where her parts are from.
Oh, and say that our wrappings look nice.
You like coffins?
Compliment her. Your neck looks delicious.
Here she comes. Your delicious neck wrappings are in a nice coffin. Would you like to see my parts?
Unfortunately, the monster volleyball game is a pointless diversion. It's not as bad as Twilight's baseball game, but just as unnecessary. Yeah, I bet you guys forgot about vampire baseball, huh? Yeah, wasn't that impressive how Twilight managed to ruin the band Muse, baseball, and vampires in 3 minutes? Ugh, what were they thinking? The animation is manic when it needs to be and smooth when it fits, and all comes to a head with this big action set piece toward the end. Wait, is that a Kraken about to get released?
Release the Kraken!
This is the best scene in the movie by far, and that's where the movie seems to realize that this kind of animated movement works best for action, and so they just have a blast with it. It's just too bad they finish it off with a DJ battle. Even if you're fine with how much music is overused in the movie, I mean, Lord in heaven, this movie has zero restraint when it comes to music. They save the day with a goddamn Macarena.
Macarena!
You may have noticed that I'm barely mentioning the plot, and that's because it's kind of terrible. I didn't care about anything that happened to any character in this movie, and for every bright spot, for every good joke, there's something else that made me cringe much harder than the previous movies. So for the highs and lows, I gotta go right in the middle and give this another 5 out of 10. Alright, so Hotel Transylvania 4. 1's got the characterization, 2's got the jokes, and 3's got the animation. Maybe 4 can take the sum of these parts and be the best overall. After all, the main advantage of a series is to learn your strengths and flaws as you go. So, crossing fingers. Dear God, what was that? This one gets so bad, so fast, it's like they're trying to beat a record. The replacement for Dracula, since Adam Sandler didn't return, is a bland distraction. Johnny has fully devolved into an over-animated cringe factory, and some of Selena Gomez's lines sound like she's using a laptop mic in a basement with tin walls.
You don't recognize me?
I literally never seen you before.
Then there's this big presentation of stunts and displays that could best be described as, epileptic? They may as well show a monkey clap cymbals for an hour and a half. One of the worst parts of the movie isn't so much the overdone animation, but the fact that there's nothing else to discuss. The plot is bare bones. The jungle environment is a snoozer. The action music is terrible. The main jokes are the monsters getting used to being human, and it loses steam after like 5 minutes. The viewing experience of this movie unfolds like someone slapping you with a fly swatter, just psh, 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 and telling you to laugh. Did I mention how bad Johnny is? This shit is Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor on fast forward.
This is gonna be the coolest surprise when you see the surprise!
I'll sum it up like this. If Adam Sandler is too good for your movie, throw in the towel. Young kids can digest better content than this. They've proven it. I don't want to see those excuses from parents or critics just trying to keep their kids occupied for an hour. Buy a fucking lava lamp. 3 out of 10. I want to emphasize that, for me, this is not a case of an unnecessary sequel ruining the solid trilogy. This is a franchise that crumbled as it went on, taking 2 steps back for every step forward until tripping into a ditch. A franchise that continued to rely on pop tracks and frantic animation without the wisdom to focus on the writing or characters. It's a wacky, frustrating decline. What a shame. I want to know how you guys would rank the 4 movies in this series. Did you see the recent entry? Let me know in the comments. If you want to support the channel, please subscribe and click the bell icon. It really means a lot. And make sure to check out the other ranking videos I've done. Thanks for watching.